Hello, today we have a short unboxing video. Also, I apologize in advance in case that audio is weird and inconsistent. I've been having weird troubles. This is something that I paid for with my own money, so this is not a sponsored video at all, but I saw that, there it is. Yes. And then, yes, I gotta find. Ha! So, our friends at Glidr have made a new product. Now, historically, Glidr has made Balisong trainers. Now, I really like Glidr's design language ethos in general. It's like a lot of just kind of, sort of straight lines, but also like a roundedness to it. Like it's sort of like a minimalist, but I don't know. It's nice, and it's kind of round and smooth. But they've never made a live blade before. I think probably because they're an Australian company. But they did make a folder, and I thought, that sounds interesting. So this is called the Fiji, which is a new foray for them. Glidr always names things after locations. Oh, I forgot to bring over my Bermuda. But essentially there's the Bermuda, this is the Pacific, this is the Antarctic. They also have the Arctic. And as we see here, so this is a nice small folder. Comes in this little box. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Nope, this foam seems to be pretty stuck in. I doubt there's any paper. Now there's three versions of this. I'm gonna read the specs real quick. So this is the Fiji. It's Fiji Mini, I guess. But the Fiji Mini is a D2 blade with PVD coating. I believe this is a titanium frame lock. So I wanted to double check this. Titanium handle. Yeah. This looks like a frame lock. And I'll also give this a quick weighing on the scale. 1.34 ounces. So let's compare that with my Mini Elementum real quick. 1.38. So these two knives are pretty comparable. But I also realize that this microphone's not actually the one that's recording. It's one above here. So here we have a Mini Elementum and the Fiji. Now what's interesting though is the Fiji has a pocket clip. It's not a deep carry, but it does have a lanyard hole. It's a good shape. This is kind of tough, huh? Okay, I wish it was maybe a little bit more rounded down here. And also to compare to other sizes, here is the Baby Banter. As you can see, the Baby Banter is much larger. And that's not a big knife. Here is the, what is that, the Little Native. Here's the Para 3. And here's the Light, whatever the fuck it's called. So here is the, okay, now I will say this pocket clip is a little weird feeling because I want to hold this, I want to hold this, but it's very sloped up. So while it is nice that there's a pocket clip, the kind of slopeness, there's just not a lot of surface area to grip. Okay, nice little, it's a nice little folder, and compare it to the Mini Elementum. Fold it out. You can see that these blades are similar in length. It seems that the Mini Elementum is slightly longer, a longer cutting edge. There's a higher choil up here. Mini Elementum, I don't actually know what blade steel it is, but this does label D2 right here, and it is a frame lock. Whereas this is brass and this is titanium. How's the frame lock? The action closing, it's got a little bit of I feel this friction. It's not a super smooth sort of, maybe if I put a little bit of lubricant. Yeah, I don't like this pocket clip. It just kind of feels in the way. I think partially it's because of the slope. If it was flatter, I would be more easily able to hold it. But because of this sort of raised ridge, it just feels that holding this just feels weird. I don't really know where to put my fingers. And it's such a small knife that you don't really have a lot of room. Cutting wise, this is a 2-finger knife. I'm gonna compare this mostly with the mini Elementum because it's definitely like the same size. I keep this in like my little desk organizer to open up packages more or less, but I brought over some other knives to compare to the size. Knives this small usually do not have pocket clips. They're mostly keychain knives, as we call them. Knives roughly this size, oh, I guess I could have gotten the Ladybug, are going to be more comparable with a pocket clip. And even here you see that these pocket clips are like kind of flat and flushed in a sense. There's like a lower area here. And this one here is a nice wire clip. I'm a fan of the wire clip pocket clips. This one here is also just kind of a flatter pocket clip, but it does have a hole here that you could put a lanyard through. And this is also the same wire clip. So yeah, knives normally this small don't have pocket clips. Yeah, the action on this is okay. It's kind of, yeah, the action is okay. I think maybe with a little bit of lubricant, it'll feel a little bit better. The detent though is very snappy. Like you'll see, yeah, it's hard to kind of show, but it is a snappy detent, which is nice. But I'm gonna mess around with this. I think I will mess around with removing this pocket clip. It is not reversible, which is too bad. I don't personally care, but the pocket clip is only for like the one side here, as you can see with the 2 screws. So sorry, lefties, but honestly, if I'm holding this left-handed, I think it makes more, like, I will say that, like, closing frame locks with left hand feels weird, but, like, it feels more comfortable to have your thumb on this ridge and open it up. Yeah. So, there are things about this that are not the best right now. This is a first production. It says retail $68, but it's currently available for $34, and it comes in 3 varieties. There is raw titanium, which is also $34, obsidian titanium, which I have here, and then there's also primer gray, which I am not entirely sure what the deal with primer gray is. It looks like that the surface of the handle has like some coating on it, though the frame lock side is still blackened. It's like, it's on the website, but that one's only $31 with a retail of $58. So not sure why that one's a little cheaper compared to raw. Do not know. But that is gonna be probably all for now. Oh, I guess I could do a cutting test. I don't normally do those, but like, yeah, I just really dislike this pocket clip. Oh man. You know what? Actually, hold on. Is this able to? No, this is. I think this is a. Yeah, I'm gonna need a smaller driver. So I'll test this out. I'll put a little bit of lubricant on. I'll probably use just like a, what's it called? This is just some medical stuff. Yeah, okay, I wasn't crazy. This is not like the sharpest knife ever. Like, it like doesn't particularly catch on my nail. I think for a little folder, the idea is good. And for a titanium frame lock folder that is like very small, it's keychain or pocket clip. Like, this is definitely 5th pocketable. And I love tiny knives. Like, I should have brought over more small knives. Like I have the fat PP and the Ladybug. But I think I'm going to give this a little bit of a hone, and I'm going to remove this pocket clip because, frankly speaking, the shape of this feels terrible. And yeah, then it's probably just going to be way better. A little bit of lube, a little bit of a hone, remove the pocket clip, and I guess that's kind of like my impressions right now. Besides that, I guess I don't really have anything else more to say. It does seem to sort of fit in with the Glidr ethos in terms of like the design. It's like kind of a lot of like, the angles are either very clear or like smooth. And the blade's kind of cute. I don't know. This is definitely like less Glidr than like, say, the Arctic, or the Antarctic, I should say. But they have some new stuff. And there's also even like a new like Balisong of theirs that I haven't even tried yet, called the the Moab or the Moab X Meridian. I don't know anything about that. Oh, they actually have another knife called the Sweeney, which is a fixie. It's $105 though, S35VN. Looks like a solid fixie, comes with its own sheath, but I don't have that. I don't own fixies, and I don't really care about them personally. But yeah, this is that, and thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see here, like, comment, subscribe, and I guess check out my videos on gliders and other various pocket knives. Yeah, bye.